women's rights are. You think there isn't a woman who can compete in the tough...
30 years, he'll break the mafia code of silence and...
Captured without a shot was pretty amazing.
The state attorney's office was embarrassed. They had to fire several people.
Very sophisticated with narco subs, with shipping vessels, with
Some women quietly hold power that even billionaires notice. I mean, like Elon Musk. These cartel wives live a life of money and influence that few see. Their stories show a different kind of strength and control. Now this is the time to take a closer look at who they are and why they matter. Number 1. Roselinda Valencia. Before we move to the first one on our list, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of someone who stays far from the spotlight yet controls billions? Maybe yes. Roselinda Valencia is one of them. Born in 1963 in Michoacan, Mexico, her early life was far from the world of wealth and power. She grew up in a farming family. At first, they grew avocados, but in the 1970s, things changed. Her family turned to growing opium poppy and marijuana, which slowly pushed them into the drug trade. Over time, her relatives established what would later become known as the Billionaire Cartel. Roselinda didn't gain power overnight. Her brothers expanded their work into California in the 1980s, building connections that would be valuable for years. And while most people might expect violence in these stories, Roselinda's strength came from her ability to manage finances. Her name wasn't often in the news, but her work was important. She helped move money, hide assets, and run businesses that looked legal on the outside. She married Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, also known as El Mencho, the leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. While El Mencho became one of Mexico's most wanted people, Roselinda focused on handling the financial side. She wasn't flashy or loud. Instead, she managed companies across Mexico and the United States. These included businesses in places like California, Arizona, and Texas, many of which were suspected of being used to clean drug money. Even with the authorities keeping a close eye, her work continued. She was first arrested in 2018 and again in 2021. In 2023, she was given a 5-year sentence for not reporting financial transactions that looked suspicious. One case was tied to a car wash business. But by early 2025, she had already been released for good behavior. Despite facing legal issues, many believe a large part of her financial system is still running. Roselinda isn't just remembered for being someone's wife, she's seen as a key figure in one of the world's biggest drug cartels. Number 2. Emma Coronel I. Spuro. Emma Coronel I. Spuro's name became well known, not just because of her looks or her past in beauty pageants, but because of her connection to Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Born in California, Emma married El Chapo when she was just 18. While he was already one of the most feared leaders of the Sinaloa cartel, she quickly became part of his world. At first, people only saw her as a young wife who appeared calm and quiet. She posted photos online, opened fashion boutiques, and appeared at public events. But later reports showed she may have played a much bigger role. While El Chapo was in prison, Emma is believed to have helped send his messages to cartel members. One of those messages reportedly helped him escape prison through a tunnel that took over a year to build. After El Chapo was sentenced to life in a U.S. prison, Emma didn't disappear. She launched a clothing brand under his name and continued running other businesses. But some of those businesses were suspected of being connected to money laundering. In 2021, she was arrested at Dulles International Airport in Virginia. She was charged with drug trafficking and money laundering. She later reached a deal with the U.S. government, which reduced her sentence. By September 2023, Emma was released. She kept a low profile, didn't give public statements, and quietly returned to California. Since then, she has been seen at private events and in expensive vehicles. To many, Emma remains a mystery. While some people think she was just a supporter of her husband, others believe she helped maintain his empire. Either way, her story continues to get attention. Number 3. Clara Elena Laborin. Clara Elena Laborin, also from Mexico, became known as La Señora, or the Mrs. She had once been a beauty queen, but her life changed when she married Hector Beltran Leyva. He was once close to El Chapo, but they later became enemies. When their group broke away from the Sinaloa cartel in 2008, a violent conflict began. Clara was right there as the situation escalated. But Clara wasn't just a wife standing in the background. She was deeply involved in the financial side of things. She helped move and protect money during a time when the cartel faced major threats. In 2010, her life was put at risk. A rival group kidnapped her. She was held for 13 days, and a photo of her blindfolded was shared publicly. Yet, after she was released, she returned to managing cartel funds. In 2014, her husband was arrested. Many thought this would bring their organization down. Instead, Clara took a more active role. During her time in control, cities like Acapulco saw a sharp rise in violence. The city, once known for beaches and tourists, became known for crime. The streets grew more dangerous, and news stories showed how the city had changed. Though Clara later said she left that world behind, her name still causes concern. Her past work kept the cartel alive during its most difficult years. Many believe her decisions shaped what happened in cities and communities across Mexico. Even though she hasn't been as public as others, her impact hasn't been forgotten. So that's the wrap-up. These women lived lives most of us can't imagine, quietly powerful and deeply connected. If you found this interesting, give it a like, drop a comment, share it with someone, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.